Hello, divine creators. Welcome to Dumela Universe. We are Velastri. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a collective reading, and this reading is a special message from Source. Source within you, Source you are, would like to share some guidance, share some words, some teaching, some lesson. There's a message for us all from Source. So let us see what Source would like to share with us at this time. We trust you're well, beautiful beings. Okay. Epiphany. Epiphany. And mirror. Okay. And there we go. There we go. Okay. We're sorry. As we are trying to put the cards away, this keeps falling down. And look, we feel they go together, the Knight of Swords with the Epiphany message. And this is Source saying yes. The answers, the information, the clarity you are seeking is coming through, will come through at this time. Be open, be aware, and be allowing of the experiences you're receiving. At this time, you're receiving a lot of knowledge, a lot of guidance, a lot of wisdom, which is showing you how you see yourself, the clarity of you, how you view yourself, how you create yourself. For it's time that the truth of you be seen. It's time that the physical, the light, the physical realm reflects back the truth of Source within you. You are going through a powerful, profound change where even the way you appear is changing. Some of you physically, you are feeling your cellular, on a cellular level, that your body is changing. You're feeling shifts. You're feeling a lot of energies, hormonal changes. Some of you beautiful divine feminine beings, or those who are in this vessel which humans consider a feminine form, are having your period, your cycle is changing to different times, perhaps even different intensities, because on a cellular level you're also shifting. All is shifting to honor the Source you are, and the human form, the physical vessel, is no longer bound by the parameters of known biology or known science. You are now defying those energies by your physical body aligning, adapting, and transforming into a complete representation of the Source you are. And you are also not only having a physical change, this is also how you present yourself, how you express yourself, how you be. Some of you tattoos, some of you getting piercings, changing your hairstyle, changing your fashion style. You are just honoring you more than ever before. Every single thing you're doing now is aligned to how you feel, how you wish to be, no longer aligned to what the external wishes you to be. 23 is a 5, so changes. You're now transforming and changing into the truth of you and your appearance, what you see, how you offer yourself, the vibration, the physical expression that you are offering into people, to society, to the world, to humanity at large, is now aligning to the Source you are. You are being the truth of you on all levels of expression and creation. And you are receiving understanding and clarity as to where you deny yourself your truth. Number 13, the 1 and the 3. 1 is the Magician, 3 within stability, that Empress energy. Number 3 in Tarot, your divine creation frequency with the Magician, number 1, the stability within your truth now manifesting what's happening around you. And so you are really seeing where you perhaps deny yourself, or the way you are presenting yourself, or the way that you be expressing yourself, the way you think, the words you speak, the relationships you keep, the situations you entertain, you are really releasing yourself of that which is past energy in order for you to really tap into the present sense of source you are. When we say past energy, we are talking about the conditioning, the pressures of upbringing, the pressures of culture, of tradition, of whatever information was given, however you were told you are, whatever instruction manual you were given at birth, however you were defined, and whatever you were told you were, you are releasing. You're also understanding the different coping methods that you have that you have picked up over your lifetime, the different conclusions that you have come up with because of the different experiences you've had, understanding that the only reason why you have those conclusions, or the only reasons why perhaps you are being this way within relationships, or being this way within family, or being this way within your career, is because of how you had experienced the past, and you're releasing that kind of being because you understand that even that is you still tailoring yourself to those past experiences. You are really seeing with clarity, fully, beyond any limitation, beyond any restriction, how you are, how you be, and you are aware of where, in which areas it doesn't align to you, and you are finally understanding that is why this situation can't happen yet. That is why this, I'm still being being resistant to my receptive energy. Maybe that's why I'm still maybe not emotionally available. You're really seeing areas in which you might still be entertaining, still tailoring yourself to the illusion, to the information of the past, in order for you to really see yourself within clarity. It's time that you see yourself exactly as source sees you, exactly as the source you are within, to express yourself exactly as the source within you expresses itself. It's time for the light, the physical, to honor source as the spirit, the shadow, honors source. Wow. And you are really, you're going through this process. So that is what you're experiencing, whether it's in your dream realm, whether it's in your moments of consciousness, where you are having these situations, past experiences coming back to the surface, past relationships or people in your past popping up now in your present. You are finally purging, releasing, and fine-tuning, and coming to an understanding of how you have been almost programmed, and how you programmed yourself, how you conditioned yourself into who you are, and releasing that too, releasing the conclusion of you, releasing the idea of you, releasing that which you have decided you are, because of all the past experiences you have had, understanding that that still gives the past experiences power over you, because your conclusions and your being is a reaction through those past experiences. Instead of releasing it completely and saying, okay, I've learned all the past experiences, I've also learned from the results of those past experiences, I now release all expressions, conclusions, results, all of that which the past has taught me, which the past has given me, which the past has, which I have reacted to. I now release, I now cleanse, clean slate, and I now receive powerful insight from source, and I allow this insight from source, I allow these imaginings, these ideas, these understandings, these perception shifts, these light codes, whatever it is we are receiving, which is new, light bulb moments, understanding and profound integration of information. You are allowing yourself to receive it as it is, in its clarity, in its purity, allowing it to manifest as it is, in its clarity and its purity, finally, you're now allowing a reflection, a true reflection of who you are, for you to also experience, because you honestly have not met yourself on a soul level. You haven't allowed yourself to truly create from that space, that unknown space. So it's not only a discovery for those around you, it is a profound discovery of you, of how you actually are. And it's a lesson, and it's a guide, and it's a restoration of you. So don't resist this transformative experience. Imagine the caterpillar going into the chrysalis, and now its wings are growing. Imagine if the caterpillar resisted its wings, like, no, what is this? What is this? No, I'm a land dweller. Why do you want me to fly? I don't know if I didn't even know I would want to fly. What is going on? Ooh, what's happening to my body? Ooh, what's going on? What are these feelers? Why are my legs so long, and what's going on? What happened to my body? Just, so if the caterpillar resisted all these changes, it would not really enjoy the process. It would splinter its energy. It wouldn't really allow itself to flow with the process. So you are asked right now to flow with the process. You're receiving new ways of being you didn't even know you would want to be. You're receiving new ways of thinking you didn't even know you would want to think those thoughts. You're receiving new ways of expressing yourself you didn't even know delighted you, until now you're expressing yourself this way and you're like, oh, it's actually, I didn't know that was me, but it's clearly me. And it's you just really discovering you on such a profound level, and allowing yourself, that's the important key here, allowing yourself the discovery of you, the transformation of you, the remembrance and the becoming of you. And in doing so, you are seeing with even more clarity the ways in which you withheld yourself from being, in order for you to really fundamentally release that way of being, because it no longer serves you, and for you to discover a way of being which honors you completely, which honors you to your authenticity, to your abundance, to your love. Okay, let's pull some tarot. We're also seeing you understanding how others also perceived you, how others engaged with you, and you are no longer blaming them. You're no longer blaming people. You're no longer blaming situations. You're no longer being this victim, because you are able to understand how they responded to you, how they reacted to you, how you reacted to them. Again, you do not excuse behavior, but you simply understand where they were at that time, where they are now. So now you can release them without needing them to change, without you changing for them, but honoring them as they are, and by you honoring yourself as you are, and thus releasing them to be who they are, by you releasing yourself to be who you are, and being free within that release, really honoring the reset, the rebirth, the complete new lifetime and timeline you have shifted into. The King of Cups, the King of Wands, the Fool. Wow. Okay. And you see, with the divine masculine frequency here with the King of Cups, remember, and we always say this just in case we have some new followers, the divine masculine and feminine energies have nothing to do with your gender frequency. These are the divine creative energies within you, okay? And this is the action energy, the light, the physical, what you see, what is manifesting in the physical lived frequency that you can touch, taste, and smell and interact with in this visceral, physical way. And now you are allowing what you are interacting with, what you are physically creating, to be within the King of Cups energy, which is in the loving, tender caring of you. Self-care, self-love, self-nurture. You are having a beautiful understanding of how you treat yourself, of how you view yourself, of how you see yourself, in order for you to accept yourself, to love yourself, to no longer resent yourself, to no longer dislike yourself, understanding that to truly dislike who you are is to dislike source, to truly resist and reject who you are is to resist and reject source, for you are source. So by accepting that you are source and allowing your current situation right now to be where you are, because it's reflecting source where you are. So to allow the current expression of you right now to be where you are, and for you to come to a deep acceptance of loving where you are, loving yourself no matter where you are. You are able now to surrender to the present moment, thus shift it to where it aligns with you with even more love, where it's really truly your highest frequency of pleasure and joy. When you resist who you are, when you resist where you are, it creates the splintering, because it means you are resisting the love you are in that moment at that time. So you are coming into a deep understanding of how you view yourself, how you see yourself, how you care for yourself, what you feel about yourself, how you see your current situation, and where you disallow yourself to be within the frequency of love and gratitude each and every single moment, of care, of nurture, of well-being each and every single moment. In order for you to realize, no, those energies of me being bitter, of me being resentful, of me being angry, of me resisting and rejecting the current situation, that's all programming where we are running away from ourselves. We've been taught to run away from ourselves. We've been told that we're not good enough. So when we see these situations where we're not getting what we want, where we are not in a happy place, we run away, we recoil. And Source is saying, no, don't recoil from you. Don't run away from you. Be present, be open, be raw, be loving and tender and caring to yourself. Thus you transmute the energy. You allow the frequencies of the abundance, of the support, of the energies you want to come in. This is you really learning to how you really truly view and feel for yourself. Do you really truly allow yourself to love yourself fully and wholly, to take care of self and nurture yourself fully and wholly? Or are you still punishing yourself? Are you still speaking ill of yourself, speaking ill of others, judging yourself? Or have you let everything go finally in order for you to just fully embrace all that you are and allow that energy to create your physical reality, in order for everything you engage in, everything you touch, taste and smell and see and physically engage in to be a frequency of love, of care and nurture? Because then you are becoming the embodiment of the King of Wands, which is the solar plexus, the action energy, the moving, the creation energy. Now everything you are doing is inspired, aligned from source, aligned from the space of you, because you're not running away from source, you're not rejecting, you're not recoiling, you're not fearing, you're not suppressing, you're allowing, you're aligning, you're receiving from source, and you are creating, you are actioning, you are taking your intuitive action, your inspired action from source, and you are now tapping into your wisdom, your source wisdom, your soul wisdom. You're now tapping into your soul healing. You transmute and heal all situations and energies and co-creations and frequencies to divine love, to the discovery of you, to the exploration of you, to the manifestation of you. This is a very powerful space where you are no longer deciding that the way you need to be, how people experience you is according to the rules and regulations of the past, according to the conditioning and the programming, the archaic limitations that humanity has put on you, but now rather freeing yourself, expressing yourself to a new experiencing of you, a new allowance of you, a new abundance of you, a new life, a new timeline, a new expression, a new way, a new you. And a new you which is new to you too, you see. That's what Source is really getting at. The idea of what it is to be new to you is not new. If you have an idea of what's going to be new, then it can't be new because it's already expected. It's an old idea. So it's you really releasing the old, so much so, releasing the idea so much so, releasing all so much so, that when everything is manifesting, it's new to you too. It's a surprise, a shock, a beautiful, spontaneous happening to you too. The new beginning is for you too. You are also to discover yourself anew, not only other people. If you have an idea of how this new person is going to be, you are now again taking what source is and filtering it into your own current reality. That is how the idea of you becomes. Release the slotting in, release the imposing source into your physical current reality. Allow source to transmute, to change, to evolve your current situation into that which honors you. So it's a new you. You have no idea of who you are to be. You discover who you are to be each and every single moment. And when you make peace with the discovery of you make peace with the discovery of your abundance, then it flows in. You make peace with the discovery of your love, then it flows in. You make peace with the discovery of your prosperity, the discovery of your stability, the discovery of your health, the discovery of all that you are, and it flows in. Eight of Cups, yes, that release, the release of even you. Letting go of you. You have released all the external. You have released everything besides releasing yourself. It's time for you to release who you think you are, who you think you're going to be. It's time for you to really release you to source. The source you are. The source you are. All of the guidance, all of the understanding, all the information you're receiving is you, is the truth of you. And when you have resistance to it, when you are having these doubts and the second guessing, that is the conditioned you, that is the egoic you, that is the mind you, which is resisting the guidance. And it feels like, oh, but I'm trapped now. There's no longer free will. Free will, and source is saying we are healing you to true free will, because even the free will that you think you have has been conditioned, has been an illusion of programming, because you are operating within free will on the paths that have been given to you, that have been conditioned into you. How free can you truly be if you are placed on a path which has been given to you, which has been not even imposed upon, even forced you? You were born and you were put on a path which had nothing to do with you, and yet you're asked, and yet you're told you have free will. That makes no sense. Free will is to truly not have any idea of the path you're on, but to discover it. Because now you are truly free to be anything and everything, because anything and everything can happen, because you do not limit anything and everything from happening. It is a feeling. Even saying those phrases, you can feel it. The mind expands even more. It's like, whoa. And it's like Source is saying, and don't even try to grasp it. Don't even try to understand. Just let it be. Let these vibrational energies just wash over you. They are beyond understanding. They're for your enjoying and discovering. Because as soon as you try to come into and it doesn't mean, it is not a dig on your intellect. You are very wise. And of course you can come into an understanding and a defining of it. But that's the thing. That restricts it and limits it again, because that understanding then fixes it into a set way of being, as opposed to allowing it to have a varied, limitless understanding. Each and every single moment can give you all the abundance, not only a singular abundance. So when we say beyond understanding, we do not mean that you can't understand it. You absolutely can. We're asking you not to understand it. We're asking you to allow it to change, to flow, to evolve each moment, because you are so limitlessly multidimensional and multivibrational. There's so much happening inside you right now, and we wish all of that to show itself outside in the external, but it requires you to allow yourself the same freedom you allow your spirit to have. Allow the physical to have the same freedom, because then physical is one with spirit, spirit is one with physical, which is all one source. release you to the exploration of you, to the I have no idea what is happening, where I'm going. All I know is I am following my intuition, my instincts, which are now based within source, no longer based within what other people expect me to do, but rather based within the frequency of love I'm feeling. And because I am there and I'm the divine creator of my expression, I know that anything that's happening to me, wherever I go, whoever I meet, however I interact, will be a healing to love. Absolute. So I need not fear any experience I go into. I need not fear any experience I'm guided into. I need not fear any person who comes into my environment. I need not fear the people I go to. I need not fear life. I need not fear life. I need not fear me. I need not fear anything. For I'm now completely within the opposing frequency to fear, which is love. All loves me, for I am within love. All loves us, for we are within love. Step out of the frequency of fear. Step into the frequency of love. Vatures kavalaki triesta lovam miakes, katoski triesta lovacrias kalovem miakes, talovotroski triesta lovicries katares talozitries, kituros talovamiates kitries kalovek, kizatiris kazaturus kalavicriet katuros katis, talavetris kiavokos talakiet katuros kitries kaviek. For when you allow yourself to be within the frequency of love, you do not limit yourself, you do not deny yourself, you do not doubt yourself, you do not second guess yourself. You allow yourself, you allow yourself, you allow yourself, you allow yourself to materialize in this physical experience in any single way, in every single way that honors you, that is you, that aligns with you, that loves you. The Page of Pentacles, moving away to, look, new physical experiences, new physical manifestations. New, brand new, which honor you, childlike innocence reborn, true reflections now of you. You are learning yourself anew. Imagine yourself an infant. Even within this adult form, imagine yourself an infant learning the colors again, learning how to count again, learning the alphabet again, learning how it feels like to go into that situation for the first time, no longer deciding, no, I won't do this, I won't do that, I won't go there because of A, B, releasing the past. You're on a totally different frequency now. The same situation you had in the past, you doing it again this time will lead to a different outcome. So do not judge that restaurant if you had a bad experience in the past. In that past you had a bad experience. You manifested that bad experience. Take full accountability. Your energy somehow called that situation to being. But now you're at a higher frequency. You're within love. So you demand that experience to be love. You demand that restaurant, that situation to be love. It has to honor you within love. You are protected divinely because only those within the frequency of that love of you can meet you there. You need not fear. New. And yes, everybody around you, other people might not understand it. Other people might say you're being naive, you're being fantastical, you're daydreaming, you're not being realistic. Understand that they are in the Piscean realm. They are not willing to accept that they are source energy. They do not want to. They're not interested. Let them go. Then you shift to a frequency where you attract those who are doing the work as you are doing the work. In different experiences of it, of course, in different expressions, because we're limitless. We came here to heal humanity in limitless ways, in authentic ways. However, they do the work. New relationships who speak your same vibrational language. But you need to be there first. You can't have the relationship in order for your security. No, be secure in you, and then you attract the relationship. Then you attract all these things. You have to be there first in order to call this in. So you are really tending to you like never before at this time. That Seven of Pentacles energy, really taking all the weeds, all the toxins out of your garden, that you may be a garden within a frequency of love. This is a powerful time, and you are doing well. Do not fear this. Do not fear how you be. Love how you be, and you transmute all to the being of the love you are. Two of Cups as the conclusion. Yes, finally committing to you, the divine feminine frequency within you, committing to the divine masculine frequency within you, because the divine feminine honors source, the divine masculine honors source, thus the frequencies honor each other. It is an honoring of source which brings this into being. Source, you're so funny. Source says, remember what we what we shared 2 days ago? Share it now. I'm like, okay. Especially because of these two beings looking at each other's eyes. We watched something where people were debating the understanding of love at first sight. And Source says, well, that is a frequency that is available and that is possible. However, humans have misunderstood it because they still imagine the human expression of love, the human conditioned love, the human view of love. For love at first sight to truly be, and many of you receiving this message will experience this because you're on this path. Those who are on this path of authentic creation will experience, not always, but they more often than not will experience love at first sight within, yes, romance, even within friendships, within all relationships. Why? When you allow yourself to be the authentic truth of you, when you are creating and expressing yourself from source, you express yourself from love. You become love. You become love on earth. You become love in a physical form, expressing itself uniquely through the love you are on earth. You are source. You are love. So when you are in the space where you are completely honoring source, honoring love, and you meet another who does the same, love meets love. Love sees love. Love at first sight. That's the first thing you feel, you see within the other frequency. Love. And however the relationship is destined to be, you feel it in the complete experiencing of love. Be the love you are, to experience, to see the love in all things. The love of source in you calls in the love of source in all, you see. A complete divine contract with source. You honoring the source you are. It's beautiful. Okay, divine beings, this is a message from source at this time to give you some clarity, some confirmation. Source celebrates you, source loves you, and you are doing so beautifully. Know this. Yes, it might be a confusing time. It might be a confusing experience Wonderful. There in the confusion, you no longer try to manipulate. You simply surrender and allow Source to clarify it to you by you experiencing you within clarity. New energies come your way. A new experiencing of you comes your way. You experiencing yourself and you is the key. So release yourself to do so. You are meant to discover you. You cannot discover you when you already have a plan of that which you shall be. That is counterintuitive. Allow yourself to discover you. That is the key. Blessed be.